House TV.
Hello everyone, my name is Tyvion Campbell / Siki Sue, and I'm reporting here to talk about my discrimination.
This is not it. This is unacceptable. Y'all are doing way too much at graduation. Save that for the after party. Dropping it into a split and then twerking on the split on stage is crazy.
I swear some of these young folks is lost. They lost all up in the sauce.
My thing is, if they told you don't do a split at the graduation, why would you go ahead and do a split at the graduation? Girl, you just dumb. Is accountability in the room with us? Now, I get you just graduated high school, so you still have a lot to learn, but girl, you did too much. And then came on this app as if we were all going to agree with you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fatigue is real. This young black woman, this high school graduate, probably 17 or 18 years old at the very most, decided to waltz her butt across the stage and do a split on stage, embarrassing everybody at Chicago Tech Academy High School. And then had the audacity to act confused when they refused to hand her her diploma, and that she got in trouble for this.
Now, a quick backstory. I've been telling these people for weeks that I was going to do a split on stage. It was not a surprise. They just thought I was joking. And that's the problem now. Don't think I'm joking, because I'm not. So yeah, I did my split on stage, and I walked across, and it was an area where you're supposed to take pictures with your diploma, and the person who was handing out my diploma, she was just looking slow. Well, excuse me, not slow. But she was standing there looking crazy. So I'm like, babe, what are you doing? Hand me my diploma. And she's like, I honestly thought that they mixed up my name and didn't have my name in the right order. I didn't even think that she was purposely not trying to give me my diploma at first. And then everyone said, oh, just go back and get it, go back and get it. And I'm like, wait, you're telling me to go back and get the diploma, and she's telling me to keep walking. So what do y'all want me to do? So I was just confused. I ended up keep walking across the stage, and I was standing there for a minute. I was standing there like, I'm not moving until I get my diploma. I'm not moving until I get my diploma. Why didn't you give me my diploma? So I ended up sitting down. Long story short, everybody's like, sit down, sit down. So I had a seat. I went, sat down, whatever. After I sat down, I was escorted out of the graduation ceremony, and I was taken outside by a dean. And I was met with my principal, Shackleford, Miss Shackleford, Zatea Shackleford to be exact. And I was met out there, and she was beyond angry, like livid. It was genuine tears in her eyes, and her mouth was shaking. She was really upset.
Guys, this ain't the place. I know I think there's like some colleges where they allow like some ridiculous dancing and stuff. And even then, I'm pretty sure they don't allow you to do like stripper style dancing, right? Like maybe some ethnic dancing, but you know, going and doing a split and literally doing like the booty popping during the split is not something that I think is appropriate for high schools or colleges or any graduations for that matter, at least in my opinion, unless you're a person who doesn't really care about education. You plan on going into the entertainment industry as a stripper, in which case, why are you worried about going to a formal education institution at all? Without further ado, let's go ahead and react to a video where they're discussing this in greater detail. By the way, guys, there's a new feature on YouTube where you can hype videos. So be sure to like the video, hype the video. It helps out a lot. Appreciate you.
We all know it. It's the time of the year where you see viral videos from graduations just like this. Locally here at home, there's a split decision on if this move went way too far.
Hey, why?
Well, too much.
Wow.
That's too much.
Why she had to throw that pun in there? A split decision, like, girl, she thinks she funny, huh?
Far.
Well, too much. That's too much. See how long the dress and everything is? She covered.
Meet Tyvion Campbell.
I will be attending Georgia State University this fall.
Man, look, don't be clouding up my university. Look, I don't want her to go to Georgia State. But guys, I'm going to continue the video, but I just had to say this. This is a complete embarrassment to see. It's an embarrassment to black folks. It's an embarrassment to this academy out in Chicago. It's an embarrassment to your parents. It's an embarrassment to GSU. You got accepted into the university I went to, and you up here doing splits on knowing that people recording this. Now you're a viral sensation. This is humiliating. Guys, let's continue here.
She'd been telling friends, family, and even classmates for weeks that for graduation at Chicago Tech Academy High School, her exit was going to be memorable.
Yes, I gave many warnings. I told my friends, family, and I told my peers, my teachers, I said I'm going to do a split on stage, but no one took me serious, and when I did it, everyone was shocked.
She followed through. After walking across the stage at the Harold Washington Cultural Center, Campbell waved to the crowd, dropped it into a split with a dance move, popped back up to accept her diploma, except it never came.
I did a pretty princess wave, did my split, got back up, and I tried to reach for my diploma, and I didn't get it. And I was confused at first. I thought they mixed up my name.
Video of the moment shows Campbell looking back towards school officials as the audience cheered.
The principal telling her now, don't give her nothing. She looked around her, don't give her nothing, don't give her,
So she didn't
make her
hand it
walk
to her,
off. No,
and then
she didn't
she
hand
got
it to her.
Tyvion Campbell.
The reaction from the crowd was loud. Campbell says the only person who took issue with the celebration were school leaders.
My principal, Ms. Shackleford, she told me I need to think of a way to make up for what I've done. And this was supposed to be a celebratory moment, and I made it about myself.
The 18-year-old says she was escorted out of the ceremony and still has not received her diploma.
Good.
She also says she never saw any written rule prohibiting dances or celebrations during the commencement.
We did receive rules, but the rules had nothing to do with what you can and cannot do while you are.
This is a common misconception that people have, is that you have to have some sort of rule book and acceptable use policy or something like that. The policy could just be, we didn't like it. Whoever's in charge has the ability to decide that. From a legal perspective, sometimes it could give you some sort of grounds if you have a really good attorney to try to argue against something. But for the most part, it's whatever the hell they decide at that very moment, because there's what's expected to be reasonable behavior. And I don't think popping your thing up on the stage is considered reasonable or expected behavior at a graduation.
Across the stage.
For the new graduate, the biggest disappointment isn't the online attention. It's the feeling like a milestone moment was taken away.
It was disappointing. It really hurt my feelings. I cried, and I couldn't even continue the graduation.
Kidding me with
Despite
this.
the controversy, Campbell is looking ahead. She graduated with a 3.5 GPA and plans to study business administration. As for the split that started it all,
They're just gonna have her standing there looking crazy.
she has no regrets.
I hope everyone stay true to themselves and never change for anybody.
I did get a chance to talk to the principal of Chicago Tech Academy and was told to email for a statement. So far, we haven't heard back. Tia Ewing, Fox Chicago.
This lady is sad. So, no regrets, huh? You didn't get your diploma. You probably ruined the graduation for a lot of people. You're an embarrassment for a lot of people, including me. And literally the principal or administrator, I know I saw a video where she said that a lady was crying over this.
And I was met out there, and she was beyond angry, like livid. It was genuine tears in her eyes, and her mouth was shaking. She was really, 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 really upset. And she's like, you need to figure out a way how you're gonna make up for this. You're not getting your diploma until you figure out a way how you're gonna make up for what you just did. And I'm like, wait, I have to figure that out, or do you have to figure that out?
But she didn't care about any of that. She didn't care about her actions. I don't think this woman, if she were to say, you know what, if I would have known how this would affect others, then maybe I would have reconsidered, my decision. That's something that an adult, a wise person would do. But this lady sees the negative impact that it had on her and other people directly and could care less. So as far as I'm concerned, yank that mug away. I hope she never gets her freaking diploma and she struggles. Screw her at this point. But guys, that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I appreciate you guys watching. I'm out. Shout out to my members, patrons, and fellow anomalies, Cyber Noodle, 655, The Great, Bella Scott, Carpentier John, and Pinecone 6. I appreciate you guys every single day.
I'm trying. Until I go on her page, y'all.
They gave you a warning. They told you no splitting and splatting on the stage. And you did just that. And you added 3 bounces to it on top of that.
That's not what people are there for. People are there to get their diplomas and leave. Stop holding up these ceremonies, doing the most. I know y'all excited, Y'all could do a little twirl 1, 2, but not a split into twerking is crazy.